I was just about to bring you guys a story on influencers, children influencers who are not getting their money and how they really have no legal recourse right now. But then this popped up. June took all of her baby girl's money, all of her money, lived high on the hog, did drugs, and left her baby girl with no money to go to college. Lana has worked all her life, so she should have money to go to college to be a nurse like she wants to, and now she doesn't. So I'm going to take you into child actors who had their money stolen and in some cases sued their parents. And we're also going to talk about the only state in the country right now that actually protects child influencers. As usual, if you're on Facebook or Instagram and the story runs out, please go to my YouTube, The Carolina Diamond. It will be under child actor slash influencers. You all remember Corey Feldman, right? Gremlins, Goonies, Stand By Me, Lost Boys. He made all those movies before the age of 18. Well, in his autobiography, he revealed that when he filed for emancipation from his parents at 15 years old, he allegedly found out that the $1 million he earned throughout his career was stolen by his parents. Gary Coleman was the most vocal of all. Now, you guys remember him from A Different Strokes, and he did so many movies. I just remember him constantly being in every movie when I was a child. Well, he was so disappointed and disheartened. Now, this is, I think, the most money that was ever lost so far. His parents did set up a trust fund that was valued of $18 million, but they had access to it. And when he wanted access at the age of 17, he discovered it only had $220,000. Now, he eventually settled for $1.3 million, but it didn't do a lot for him because, he had a lot of health problems and complications due to his small stature. Now, before Aaron Carter passed, he made no secret about his strained relationship with his family. He says that his family spent over $500 million of his money on cars and houses. He said, I work 10, 11 hours a day, not including school and press appearances, and I come home and owe money. Sad. And then finally, Gina Malone, of Hunger Games. Now, when she was just 15 years old, she filed for emancipation from her parents. She said her mom, Deborah, squandered hundreds and thousands of her earnings on personal expenses and loans to relatives that she didn't even get the money back. Now, Deborah agreed to the emancipation, and she said that she was relieved. Gina said that she was relieved to be in full control of her career, finances, and life. And Deborah said that she said that she needs to make her own way. She said it is a degrading situation to be in, to have a daughter who makes $250,000 and you've never made over $10,000. And that's the whole point. You have people who do not know about money, have not had huge sums of money, and yet you expect them to spend it the way it should be spent? Now, I did see an article in Cosmo magazine regarding child influencers, and I was very, very shocked to learn that, you guys, are you ready for this? There is only one state in the United States, and that's Illinois, that protects child influencers. Okay? That is so crazy. It should be more. Now, according to Teen Vogue, there are other 6 states that are actually introducing legislation to help with that. Maryland, California, Georgia, Missouri, Ohio, and Arizona, that entitles child influencers under the age of 16 to at least 30% of the compensated video content produced within a 30-day period, including the likeness, name, or photograph of the minor. I also see, too, that New York, Washington State, and New Jersey have also introduced legislation as well. Now, I have this family listed, the bucket list, because they were featured in the article. Now, Garrett G. of the Bucket List family says that all three of his kids have their own bank account with money set aside for them for their work on brand partnerships. And I think that's great. And I'm not coming down on the Bucket family or any family that uses children in their social media content, because I know nowadays if you can make money on it and do it, as long as you're putting your children first and not making their life hell, then I say go for it. But a lot of child influencers that are now adults are coming out and saying their life was hell and they have no money. But the problem is that I feel like parents should not have access to this money. This money should be in a trust, not just a bank account, but a trust that a third party facilitates, like a lawyer or something, and everyone have to come to an agreement, a trust that money goes into and cannot be touched at all until the child becomes of a legal age. So let me know your thoughts on all this, you guys.